Set. 19.
Hey, check.
Sponge. No.
They'll run on first down. Ball. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down now. It's Ball. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Watson.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you.
I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in if you use a fullback.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Baltimore.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 22, Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rabbit. Big edge. Check 25.
On first down, Bentley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Kill. Check now.
Go. Hey,
I got him back.
let's go. Get set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They were the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
They're running it.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set. 18. At 31.
3 buzz. 58, right over there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hines. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. On 3rd down, Ball. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Leo. Safety's creeping.
Check.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. Bentley, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the Ravens 36.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Steelers nothing.
Here we go! Go to base!
58, right there.
You must be getting tired.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Stay with your man!
Back.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready? 15 on it.
Mike, let's go heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, check 24. Ball trot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let him know.
Go. 58's the Mike. Don't get nervous. Let it go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 50, it's Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. I'm coming, I'm coming.
That's it. 58's the mic.
2nd and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No, off.
On 3rd down, Bentley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Check.
On 1st down, it's Ball. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on 1st down. Ball, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Shift.
Check it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's bring it.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the 1st half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Baby, all day, baby.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Mo. Off the field.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Mike, 55. Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
Looking here for Smith
Let's go,
downfield.
defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
This is set. 19. Dude. Hey, to the core.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Set. 19.
Mike, 58, right there. We don't want this.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
59.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Let's go. 58, boys. 58.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Zoom.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
You're out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Flushed out right. He's going. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Safe. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Motion.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Man. Yo. I got you. 58, right over there.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 13. Check 13.
Joker. Delta. Rocket.
Hey, 58 is running. Go 58 is the mic.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take it
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Devin Bush in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
I got it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
All day. All day.
58, right over there. Mike, 58,
They'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 58. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Mike, 58, right there.
Y'all not ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You got nothing today.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this, and this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing now, Watson. And that's That's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, a
And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
58 right there.
Hey, watch the slant.
I got you, boy.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Go to right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To the ground and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,